For the past 5 years, we have sponsored a wildland fire program with Centennial Job Corps and had a wildland fire crew with them. This year we expanded that program to hire full-time overhead to run that crew, but we also hired seasonals. And the seasonals that we hired this year were all military veterans.
Now we're looking back there.
What the military veterans bring to the crew is different experiences in life. They have leadership, they have training, they've experienced many things that really relate to wildland firefighting. They understand command structure and communications. They're key to helping us work with the students because they can provide that extra level of leadership, and we can teach the veterans the firefighting aspect. And so the whole goal is to expose military veterans as well as Centennial Job Corps students to possible careers in the Forest Service.
There was a high employment rate of the veterans here in the Treasure Valley, so we wanted to supply job opportunities for six veterans to come aboard Crew 8 and see where their career would lead them after this season.
This being my first year of firefighting, having a general idea of how the Forest Service was, it really opened my eyes into the duty description of a firefighter.
Well, this year we sponsored, in partnership with Idaho Department of Labor, a job fair for military veterans. At that job fair, military veterans across southern Idaho were able to come and learn about our careers in the Forest Service, especially in wildland firefighting. We were able to use a Veterans Recruitment Authority, and many of our veterans were hired using that special authority.
Veterans was a no-brainer. With the leadership skills they bring, work ethic, good mentorship. It was a perfect fit into the Job Corps fire program here at Centennial.
I went there, and the first guy I talked to, I believe it was Mike, he was like, well, what are you interested in? I told him I didn't know. And he said, well, I'm a firefighter. And kind of right there, after he told me what a firefighter was all about, is very similar to what I did in the military.
Our goal for the Military Veterans Program with Centennial Job Corps students was to introduce them to wildland firefighting careers in the Forest Service. By giving them a year of experience or two working as a seasonal employee, we're hoping that this will broaden their horizon and provide them an opportunity to look at possible wildland fire careers with the Forest Service or other federal agencies.
The first day I showed up to Job Corps, they had mentioned that they had a fire crew, and I was so excited. I was like, oh man, I can, join this.
It's a great resume builder piece. Other employees will see that you've done it and other things. And I do recommend this to the other students because they have no idea what forest firefighters do.
I learned a lot. I learned about safety, your awareness, communication with teamwork, and also tools.
It was a great team to be on. I'm really happy I got to be with the experienced firefighters and also the veterans because they both had a little bit of input on everything. I learned a lot from all of them.
Whenever we get signed up for camp crew, it's always put out there that you have to be absolutely dedicated. You can't just, skimp by, come to a workout or two and, think you're gonna ride the coattails. It's not gonna work like that. So you have to show that you're motivated, show that you're dedicated.
Well, I actually didn't know anything about the United Forest Services until I got out there. I started meeting a lot of new people, and after leaving, they offered me plenty of jobs, so that clearly expanded my resume.
Doing what we did, it felt very self-fulfilling, like I'm doing something important. And that just really makes you feel good about what you came here to do.
It's taught me a lot. It was very challenging. It was very challenging. I couldn't put it any other way, except for that, I learned a lot about myself, about my own temperament, and how to deal with different personalities.
As far as my experience from Crew 8, I could look at whatever I do later on and just build, throw that in with my character, because all it does is build character. And you could see it with a lot of the Job Corps students who have never really worked hard in their life. They understand how to work hard and like to work. And I think that's really important.
Where I see this program going in the future is positive. I see positive for the future. The students all showed desire, determination, heart of wanting to go out and learn to be wildland firefighters, and they want to be placed into jobs. They've got interest into going towards fire and federal service, and hopefully we can help them. And this could be the starting point for their career.